Hello race fans and welcome to another season of Apex This Racing. My name is Unimportant and today we're coming from you from Watkins, Glen. We're in the Spec Racer Ford tonight. So we're just gridding up here. They're going to do a short pace lap and then, well, not even a pace lap. They're just going to do a short run to the start-finish line. Tonight is brought to you by Apex Sim Racing for all your immersive sim racing gear, the Dakota Territory Car Club. If you're up in the Dakota Territory area, take a look. They sound like they have a good time together. And J. Cooper Electric. So here we are just getting started. We have, what do we have tonight? 25 people racing with us for our season opener. So let's get this set up. So I've got Brian Lemke in P1 waiting for the start finish. There we go. They're off and running. This is a fun little car to race. Dangerous. Does not like to be overbraked into the corners. Likes a light touch. So we're going through T1. So far so good. They are battling. We are running the I don't remember what the course name is, but we're running a different course here. It's not the full length with the boot. So far, so good. It's still a tight little group running together. You're in the lead. Got a little bit of blinking, but not too bad. This car drafts really well, so it's hard to get away from anyone. Even if you get behind, you can catch back up. And there we go. There's our first lap. Pretty clean, it looks like. I see a car back there in the background that might have some damage. But we've got some serious racing up here at the front. Oh, there's someone going wide through there. Already see some damage on the nose of Brand Lemke's car. Yeah, it looks like whenever you try and do a bump draft here, you're gonna mess up your nose a little bit. And these cars are very susceptible to nose damage. Well, really any frontal damage. It kills the speed on them, the aero. Haha, they are fun to watch. Fun to race. Fun cars. And are we going to go 3 wide through here? Sure, why not? Might as well. I see a spinner in the background. We will cover the incidents after the end of our 2 races tonight. We have a 20-minute race right now. And then at the end of this one, we will start another 20-minute race with the first 6 finishers inverted. We'll do that every Tuesday night. I'd like to run through the field here, but I'm afraid I would miss some of the racing. It's just, I'm having a hard time keeping up with who is where, so I'm going to let you look at the timing tower. I mean, I can't even tell you who's in P1 because bounces back and forth between Philip, John, and Carlos. So let's just let them do their racing. See how close it is here. So we're on board with Roman. Coming up behind Brian Lemke. You can see the tires on these cars are not really wide. They are racing a fixed setup tonight. So it's just an arrive and drive. I see a couple cars entering pit lane on my info screen here, so we must have had an accident. Again, we'll cover all those at the end. There's too much going on here to jump back. That's a pretty good bump right there. Too much going on here to try and catch up with those. So 77, that's John Cooper. And here comes Roman Bykov on Brian Lemke. Roman in the Miller High Life car. Roman usually runs a different brand of water beer, but tonight he's going to highlight Miller's High Life. Oh, there's a spinner back there. Adrian gets it going straight again, and off we go. See what it's like, and see there's drafting going on to the Roman is pushing Brian, heading up to this little turn here. Hit the brakes now, ease into it, little trail braking around here, and then get on the gas as early as you can. Go wide, and use all this room, but too wide, as you can see, and you lose a little time. Hang on to them, boys. So I've got Brian Lemke in P1, Roman Bykov in P2, and Philip Adams in P3 for the moment. Oh, there goes John Cooper around. Gets it back under control, and off he goes. There goes another car in the back. Now the front pack has got a little breakaway from the second group. Looks like Brian, Philip, and Roman got a 2-second gap between the second group behind them. We'll see if this second group can catch up to them. The draft is strong in these cars. We're going to take it 3 wide into this corner. Oh! Spencer backs off a little bit. So we've got Carlos in the brown car, Brian Zinn in the silver, Spencer in the green, and Kent in the Flower Power car. This group, let's see, now got 3.3 second gap between those in the front. So once Let's see how these guys come into this next turn, and then maybe we'll jump to that front pack and see how they're doing so. Looks like they're going to take this corner fairly carefully. There we go. So let's jump up to the front and see how they're doing. So here we go. We've got, Phillip Adams, currently P1, but he goes wide. Will he get in front of the other two? Brian is going to make it around him. So now it's Brian, Phillip, and Roman. And this will probably change 10 more, 10, 20, 30, 40 more times before the end of this race. They've got 10 minutes to go here. So let's try, if we can, let's do a little run through the field here. So we've got, there we go, Brian Lemke in P1, Phillip Adams right behind him, then Roman Bykov in the Miller car, and here's Brian Zinn with a pack behind him, Spencer, Carlos, and Kent bouncing back and forth. Let's see how they get through this next corner. Spencer pushing. Brian gets off his backside. Kent looks like he's being cautious around the outside. Doesn't want to get caught up in any of their mess. And away they go. So let's keep going here. We've got Ethan Boyle in 8th place. Gregory in the 22 car there in 9th. Charlie in 10th place. Joseph Marr in 11th. And Sean Guru. Donald Mensing. Here comes Vincent Wood. Corey Mitchell, who is running quite the little aero package there. I guess if you want to crew to see how your tires and everything's working while you drive by the pits, they can just get the binoculars out and take a look. Then we've got Nathan. Here's Austin Sams in 17th. Thomas Wright in 18th. Uwe Hale. Then John in 20th. Craig Thompson. Dylan Furlong, Mark Valente, and Aaron Sunday. Then Adrian has called it quits, and Tyler has called it quits. So let's jump back up here and see. Brian Lemke is now in the lead. Phillip Adams right behind him, and Roman Bykov behind him. Let's go back to our other little pack. Carlos has got himself a little bit of separation between him and Spencer. And then Brian's in. There's a little separation here between this group now. Yep, Carlos has got 3.5 seconds. And then Spencer's got a second on Brian's in, and Brian's in has 3.5 seconds on Kent, so Kent must have had a problem back there. He's back there now racing with Gregory. So let's see where it looks like Brian. This is one of our closest races right here. That red car behind them is a lapped car, John Cooper. Oh, ooh. See Spencer get wide, sliding a little bit. It's fairly easy to lose it on that corner. What am I saying? It's fairly easy to lose it on any corner. All right, so let's jump back here and see how Joseph is doing with Donald Mensing right in front of him. See if he can pressure Donald into a mistake. Get right up on his tail. See if he jumps out here at turn 1. He's going to push, push, push. He's going to ease his way out, but he's not going to make a move. Donald does go wide, so there you go. That little push may have got Donald going a little faster than he's used to there. Missed his braking point. So Joseph makes that pass. Now the trick is, can he hold it? Because on this next straight, the draft is so strong. Donald's not going to get the behind him. He's not going to get the draft. He's just going to try and make the pass right here, right now. He does pull ahead. But Joe gets a good line into this turn and pulls back ahead of Donald. These two are having a nice little race back and forth, back and forth. If you're new to our league, or if you've never raced with us, hang on, guys. This is the kind of racing you'll have all the time. Call it racing without all the drama of officials racing. There's certainly wrecks and crashes, yes there is, but we try and refrain from all the name calling and people getting upset. We're just all trying to have a good time here. All right, let's see back up to our leaders. Looks like Brian and Philip have put a gap between them and Roman Bykov. And Philip is giving Brian a heck of a run for his money. Here we go. Is he going to give him a push? No, he's going to back off. So you can see there's that draft coming into effect there. Starts catching up. He had to be careful. Turn 1, it's easy to go too fast through there and either go wide or just lose the rear end. Now he's going to get a serious draft. We're going to check his oil here. Philip is being the proctology doctor right now. Yep, everything seems to be working there, although that belt on the engine doesn't seem to be turning, but hey. They last longer that way. So we did a quick engine exam there. And where are we? We're 17 minutes into our 20-minute race. Let's jump back to some of our other battles, because this is non-stop. It never ends. And this is our first night in this car. We have 11 more to come. Oh, somebody clipped the wall ahead of him. I can see the puff of smoke there. That looks like Brian's car's had a little contact. Oh, and there's Spencer getting to the back of Brian. And I saw someone spin around there ahead of him. Roman Bykov. Looks like he had a spin. Once again, just to let you know, we'll catch all the spinners, wreckers, bashers, and crashers at the end of race 2. Spencer is going to push Brian. Get off of his rear bumper right before the corner. And all settle around this corner nicely. Let's catch another race here. We've got Kent right behind Gregory. I'm not going to miss Kent in that car, that's for sure. Love that speed shot on that camera. That's a cool shot. All right, so who else we got here? Joseph is still fighting with Donald Mensing. These two are just... Oh, there's Donald going wide again. I think we saw that last time we were on this clip. Donald, be careful. You've only got so many incidents. 10 incidents, you get a penalty. 13, you're done. Disqualified. So Donald's going to try that same move he did last time. Go around the outside, get by Joseph. Joseph's going to tuck in behind him. This looks like a repeat. This time, Donald is staying in front of Joseph and making Joseph take the wide line around there. So these two are trying different things. Oh my gosh, we're seeing the finish is happening and we're missing it. Here's Kent. Oh, and there's a car in the background, so Kent getting around Gregory. Here comes Spencer. Ethan Boyle. Just a pack of cars. Here's Corey and his cute little lack of aero car. And then we've got some cars in the back here that probably had early accidents and are just trying to catch up. So we've got Thomas Wright and you Hale. So let's Uva Hale. So let's take a look at the results here. Since we missed Brian crossed the finish line first, Philip P2, Kent in P3. I think that was due to Carlos having a black flag penalty at the end of the race. So Carlos got a time penalty. Gregory P4, Roman P5, Joseph P6, Donald P7, Vincent Wood in P8. Ethan, Corey, Austin, Brian, Carlos, and so on down the line. So let's get set up for race 2, which is about to begin. All right, welcome. Race fans, we're back at Watkins Glen, just about getting ready to start race 2. We've inverted the top 6 finishers from our last race. So we've got Joseph Meyer, Roman Bykov, Kent Kruger, and a bunch of other racers. And they're off and racing. We've got this thing underway. I already see some pushing going on there. So let's see how we make it through this corner. So far, so good. Nicely done, gentlemen. Got Joseph, Roman, Gregory, and Kent. That is a beehive of cars there. I see Kent is dropping back. Gregory pulling out, see what he can do into this turn coming up. There's going to be a lot of them together. Oh, Kent gets wide, way wide. He's going to lose more places. Start P3, and now was he down to P15? So far, everybody's keeping it clean. It's great to see. I probably just put a curse on them, but hey. Here's the view from Brian Zinn's gearbox in back. He's got Carlos on his side there. They're going to go 3 wide up through there. That's dangerous. Easy to get into that guardrail on the outside. Carlos pushing Brian. It's so easy to push to... Oh, was that I saw in the background there. But anyway, it's easy to get a 4X if you don't do that push just right. Oh, there goes John Cooper. Taking the wide way around. It's just a pack. Three wide, cars in the grass. This is just insane. So I see on the timing tower there, Phillip Adams set the fast lap that time around with a 1:20. There's Kent in his colorful flower power car. Peace, baby. Oh, there we... Yikes. Ouch, ouch, ouch. We've got a big wreck coming up through there. Cars start weaving their way through. So we've lost a chunk in the back there. Several probably going to have to go through the pits and get some repairs done. Some of them may finish the race with aero damage. So we've got Corey Mitchell and Brian Lemke with Roman Bykov right behind him. Then Brian Zinn, Phillip Adams. So other than Corey, that's the same gang we had in the front of our last race. And Corey got some early damage in that first race, so wasn't able to, aero-wise, we saw him missing the whole front clip of his car. And there's John Cooper running a street rod. Go back up front there and see what those guys are doing, because that looks like this is about to get insane. One by two by two. See what this looks like from Roman's viewpoint. Looks like Brian is pushing Corey on up ahead. Now let's see if Roman's going to give. Nope. Being safe there. Wisely done. Make it through turn one. Like we got a car coming out of the pits, so we'll see what that causes up ahead. They're just sliding all over each other. Three-way push here. And then the cars on the other side, there's three cars over there pushing. Carlos gets out a little wide. Spencer, the lap car out front. Hopefully he'll move over and let these guys through without... He doesn't have to, but it's good etiquette. Oh! Oh, Roman did a slide into the wall there. That's going to hurt his exit speed. So Spencer is still out in front. Now he's going to maybe give these guys a little room. Yeah. Are we going to try 3 wide into this turn? No, we're going to take it back to 2. And still, we've got Carlos, Corey, Brian, Austin, and Brian Zinn. With Roman trying to catch back up after he smacked that wall on the last lap. It's just back and forth and to and fro. Just waiting for the big kerfuffle here. So Corey is now in P2. Carlos in P1 for a little bit. And this will probably all change. I see that Roman has caught back up to this pack. Spencer is there as well, but he's a lap down. All right, boys. Let's keep it safe. Wiggling back and forth 2 by 2. We're going to make it through this corner. This is racing. I'd like to check out some of the other battles in this race, but there's just too much going on right here. I just don't want to leave this group. And it's also the tightest group on track. It's like Brian Zinn backing off there. Austin Sams gets a little wide through there. Corey back up front. Got pushers on both sides. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on, boys. Hang on. Look out. Oh, it was bound to happen, wasn't it? We've lost them. They are. There's the remnants. There's Carlos. I see Brian Zinn smoking up top there. Austin made it through. Where's Corey? There's Corey. Nope, there's not Corey. There is no Corey. He's gone. Wow, that was unfortunate. Let's see who our leader is now. It's Roman. Roman is our leader, and Brian Lemke. So they made it through that mess. It's like about the only two that did and stayed fairly intact. Spencer, again, behind them is a lap down. Then Joseph Meyer is bringing up P3. There's Joseph with Ethan Boyle right behind him. We are 11 and a half minutes into this 20-minute race. And Ethan wants to get on the podium. Probably no more than Joseph does, so let's see if Joseph can stick with him here. Right behind Ethan. Let's see if he can get some arrow here and get a good draft. Come up right behind him. Probably stay behind. Get in the brakes. Don't go wide. Don't spin. We'll follow him up through this series onto the back straight. Look at that. He's already gaining time on him. Now what's he going to do? Give him a push. Let's jump up here and see. There's roll bar. Is he going to give him another? Nope, he's going to back off. Good safe driving. And then try and gain some time on the corner. Get him on corner exit. There you go. Now what are you going to do with it? Ethan's going to stay to the inside, defend that inside line. I heard that downshift. That gearing on this car, when you go around that last corner, it's right between gears unless you take it a little bit faster. And I heard him do that quick downshift, hit the rev limiter, and then shift back up. Lost a little time here, but he bet he catches back up with the draft. You can already see him getting that draft. Oh, he's going to hang back. I thought he would use that draft to make a pass on this next corner. But no, he's going to stay back. Let's see what's happening up front here. We've got Brian Lemke and Roman getting around a lap car there. Ooh, Roman just gives him a little bump. It's not going to help either car. Lap cars don't have to move out of the way, but it's good etiquette to do so. All right, let's jump back here to Charlie. Looks like he's having a good race. I think that's a new racer with us. Don't remember that name. So Charlie Racing. Is that on the inside of him? Aaron Sunday. Those two are having a good battle. That looks like fun. All right, let's see what we're going to do into this next corner. It's so easy to outbrake yourself and go wide. Charlie's going to have a better entry into that corner. Aaron was just too far inside. He had to overslow to make that corner. And you brake early so he doesn't spin out. Brake too late, you're going to spin in these cars. And I see Brian Zinn back there. Is that? Who did I see back there? Vincent Wood, and right behind him, there's Sean Guru. Oh, Brian must be, yeah, Brian is behind him, but he's a lap down. So let's run through the field while we've got a chance here. So we have currently Roman in the lead, Brian right behind him. That'll change multiple times before the finish. 3 minutes till the finish. And we've got Joseph Mayer, Ethan Boyle. Here we've got Austin Sims, Philip Adams. Here's Charlie, Aaron Sunday, the battle we just saw. There's Vincent Wood with Brian right behind him, who's a lap down. Sean Guru. Adrian running the Gulf livery. Thomas Wright. Uwe. I saw a little Apex this logo on the back of his car like that. There's Kent. Just hanging out in 14th. Dylan. Mark. Spencer in that green car, and he's got somebody, Mark, right ahead of him, who's flickering in and out. And then we've got Donald Mensing, Carlos, who was up front, got caught up in that big wreck with the leaders. We've got Nathan, Sarah. There's Nathan in that Corvette painted car. Looks like a 70s Corvette pace car. Then Brian, I see there right behind Vincent Wood. And we've got many that have decided to call it a day. So let's jump back up here. Excuse me. Let's get up with our leaders this time. So Brian, what happened to Roman? Goodness. Guess we'll catch that on the rec recap when this is all done, because Roman was right there with Brian Lemke. So we're going to see Ethan and Joseph battle it out for second and third, it looks like. So we'll stay with these two to see what happens. Surprise, you're both on the podium if you can keep it clean. I'm not sure whether this is... Yeah, they got another lap to go. So, personally, I would want to be the car behind on the last lap, because you're going to get such a draft. Nope, this is the final lap. I was wrong. So you didn't want to be behind there, Ethan. You wanted to be in front. So we've got Brian Lemke, Joseph Mayer, and Ethan Boyle, our podium finishers. And we'll just follow a few others here across the line. Oh, nice little run there with Charlie and Aaron. Here we've got Austin. Oh, he's got Thomas right ahead of him, but Thomas is a lap car, so not anybody he has to worry about. Kent back here, bringing up the tail. A pretty car, at least. All right, let's look at our race results here. So Brian Lemke, P1 again. Was he in P1 last? I don't remember who hit P1 last time. Philip Adams and... Oh, no, this is Heat 1. Don't show me that one. Show me this one, there we go, the feature. Brian Lemke, Joseph Mayer, Ethan Boyle were our podiums. And then we can see, I'll just let you run through that list there to see the rest. So anyway, thank you for watching those two races.